Hi and welcome. This is Alone at Sunset by Walter Carroll. It's from his collection Sea Idylls. It's a really beautiful piece. It's the last of that collection and I'm delighted to be making this video for Nick, who's working on this piece. It's very slow. The first time I played it through I thought it was meant to be slightly faster. Then I looked at the metronome mark. So let's just hear what it's meant to be. 56 beats per minute, that is. So wonderfully steady. Now then, I'm going to play it twice through. First of all, I'm going to perform it, and then I'm going to go through it and just discuss some of the details with you. I'm going to let my dog out. Popper, you are a card, honestly. Now let's just have a walk through it and I'll discuss some of the things I'm thinking about. I almost always find that with Walter Carroll, I don't quite understand his articulation markings, especially when we consider the pedal markings too. Now my understanding is that the articulation and the pedal is all coming from Walter Carroll, the composer. He's no longer alive, so we can't ask him about it. But, for example, in that very first bar, we've got a sort of semi-staccato sign on those very first chords in the right hand. Without the pedal, I would play just slightly separating those chords. But as soon as I've added the pedal to that, that effect is lost. There's a bit of confusion in my mind about that. Is it what we're meant to be thinking in our heads? For example, those very first two chords, I always link them in my mind with string players. Sorry if you've heard me say this before. So I'm hearing that as up bow, but stop the up bow or down bow before you carry on to do this. So it's one stroke with the bow and stop that stroke and then carry on. New bow direction. Try and bow with my wrong arm. And that kind of thinking helps me. And his pedal markings don't always quite make sense with what I would instinctively do. Should we slavishly follow exactly what's there? Should we add our own little thought process to it? I think the latter. That's part of the fun of being a performer. Now then, let me play it through and we'll see what else we bump into along the way. 1, 2, 3. So definitely a bit of a lean onto that note and hold it on. And each phrase has a sense of da, da, da. He's written in those crescendos and decrescendos and then dying away even more. Da, 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 da is the impression I'm trying to give, irrespective of the fact that the pedal is holding everything down. I'm hearing that. Da, da. It's a little bit more pressure on that first of the chords and less on the next one. Gradual crescendo here, even more. And then tuck down quietly. Now he didn't want any, this is a good example of my pedal thinking is different to his. He has said quite clearly he doesn't want any pedal on. He wants that. In my mind, I'm going to pedal that one to link it up with change of pedal. But I'm pedaling each crotchet beat if I'm honest. Because I don't want all of that to blow with all of that. And sorry, wrong notes there. In the fingering in the left hand there, it's nice and easy and convenient, but by the time you've got the pedal, that works for me as well, equally well. Let's go from the beginning of that phrase. No pedal perhaps? Different landing, arrival point for that one, isn't there? Enjoy that chord. It's a diminished seventh chord, isn't it? And again, he's put no pedal here. Whereas the temptation might be to pedal each crotchet beat. A tempo. And these leans are always within the context of the dynamic that you're in. So if you are loud, you need to lean more. If you're quiet, don't lean quite as much. It's just in relation to the dynamic you're in. Let's carry straight on. Can we bring out that C as opposed to the D? Even more. The same phrase structure as we saw in bar 4. Da, da. We can hear it through the pedal. Oh, very sudden tuck down there, isn't it? When we play quietly, remember to push the keys quickly, but gently. If we push them slowly, thinking piano equals slow, then we get that kind of thing going on. We risk getting that kind of thing going on. Crescendo. Pedal throughout each bar here. Keep the pedal on. It's all one chord, those 3 bars. Pause on the note. Clear break. It's actually an E flat chord, but he's put it in second inversion. Ooh, that's a lovely chord, isn't it? Slowing down a tempo, because it risks just grinding to a halt, being overindulgent. So a tempo, sorry, pedal down, and then just at the very end, you can slow down a bit. And pedal all the way through those last 4 bars So even in the rest, in the penultimate bar, we've got the sound of everything that's gone on before. Rests don't, this is absolutely crucial to get our heads around, rests don't necessarily mean silence. We can hold notes on with our pedal through rests. You'll see that all over the place. Hold on, slowing down, rest. It is a lovely piece, very effective, very sunsetty. We're helped, of course, by the title to think that, but it does work, certainly in my mind. Nick, I hope you enjoyed learning this piece. I hope that little run through was helpful. If you've got any questions, perhaps pop them in the comments below or get in touch directly. Take care. Bye-bye for now.